Hello there, my name is MrSmartDonkey and welcome back to another episode of Cannon Fodders. Cannon Fodder even, not Cannon Fodders, although to be fair these guys are all Cannon Fodders. Zombies, once again, have arisen from the dead to take on another challenge, although they did very well last time, of course, against the Hellblaster volley guns. Today they're up against some Cairn Wraiths. Another suggestion. You guys have given a lot of suggestions after last week's episode, so I've got a lot of things to work with for the moment, so that's good. But the Cairn Wraiths, someone wanted to see, so we're going to find out how they are going to do. I've actually given made Heinrich Kemmler the general for this army. He will probably die a little faster, so hopefully that's not going to change the challenge too much or make it harder for the Cairn Wraiths to do it. But I feel like because they're sort of a magical unit, it makes sense to have Heinrich Kemmler as the actual legendary lord as well. So anyway, let's jump into the battle, and I'll see you there. Alright, we have arrived in the battle. Let's have a look at these bad boys. Oh, let's turn this off. So these are the Cairn Wraiths. They look pretty terrifying, to be honest. They, of course, have the terrifying trait, or the fear trait, or whatever it's called. Looks like they're just going straight in there. I wonder if these guys could actually get tired, because they're ghosts. But yeah, they have the fear trait, or whatever it's called, but of course, that's not really going to do much against zombies. This is the problem. I've talked about this before in one of the earlier episodes. That any unit that has the fear trait doesn't help them, even though of course you do pay for that generally. So it might mean that they would be better against a unit like the Empire. What was that? Oh, there you are. Against the Empire Swordsman or whatever. But anyway, so Heinrich Kemmler is the first time I've used him. Wait, is that apron made of human flesh? There's hands holding that up. That's pretty. There's a face right there. There's a face right. That's a pretty disturbing, what I just call this, apron? That's actually kind of scary. Anyway, I don't think I have to really skip any of this. Let's triple speed it for a moment, because the zombies are almost here already. Luckily, no weird bugginess where they just walk over there, and then walk over here, and then walk over somewhere else, and it's be annoying. These guys look awesome. I mean, like I said, every time I see a new unit, it looks awesome. I've seen these guys before. Their size are the coolest thing about them, though, to be fair. There's literally just a whole bunch of Grim Reapers right here, essentially. I don't know how these guys are going to do. They're probably going to die fairly slowly, because they, of course, have the 75% damage reduction. Oh, there's magic going off right now. Ooh, a vortex. Oh, look at that. Heinrich Kemmler going into action right away. Oh, hold on. Let's get this normal speed going. Yeah, they take very little damage, but they are armor piercing, which doesn't help, of course, against zombies, really. They don't really have a charge bonus. So generally, I think this is going to be essentially similar to the Slayer unit versus the zombies, except that the Slayers are probably did better than these guys are going to do. But I don't know, it's hard to compare, because this is just a whole lot of, a completely different unit. They don't have the best stats, really, but they don't really take any damage. It's probably just going to be a very, very long grind, but over time they will just win. They do have some really crazy attacks, though. They're flying up, and look at that, they take leaps and bounds. This is crazy. You've seen them flying all over the place, even in back as well there. Look at these guys going up. That's crazy. Look at this jump. That is a high-ass jump right there. I see a decent amount of dead zombies already, though, to be fair. They're killing them fairly rapidly, in fact. They're even keeping some units in reserve. They just don't even care. Oh, never mind. There's one extra going in here now. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of shit on the side still. Yeah, there's plenty of units all over the place. Let's actually have a look at this one here, right here. This is a 1v1 battle. One unit versus one unit. So let's see how long it will take them to take care of this unit. Because I wonder if every attack is a kill. They're attacking really rapidly. I don't think so, though. Seeing a lot of zombies getting hit and just getting straight back up, or not even falling down, really. There's more units coming in as well now, but we can still fairly easily see the 1v1 for the moment. And it does look like it's taking a fairly long time to kill anything, really. I don't really see many zombies dropping dead. Obviously, they're reducing their health of the zombies over time, so they will start dropping dead faster and faster as we get into the later part of this fight, but right now, let's get some screenshot action as well for the thumbnail. But this unit is starting to crumble already. Wow, that was pretty quick. As we know, though, the crumbling doesn't really say much right now. What I'm also interested in right now is actually finding out when one of these units dies. Oh, is that another vortex spell going off here? Nope, that looked like a buff or a I don't know what that was actually. Heinrich Kemmler's just sitting at the back. There's still 2 units in reserve. But I'm wondering if one of the Cairn Wraiths dies, if it does anything special, anything cool, or do we even see a body? Because it's an ethereal spirit thing. Does it just disappear? Maybe the Psy falls on the floor but the actual unit just goes away. I reckon it's going to take a long time before any of them die, though, because I get the 75% damage resistance. They don't have any armor, though, but it's just 75% damage resistance against units that don't do a whole lot of damage to begin with. Their HP isn't particularly high, though, I don't think. But that damage resistance is just going to keep them alive for a long time. Look at that. Another one of the reserves is being thrown in. Okay, look, all of them are thrown in now. I've been thrown in even. By Heinrich Kemmler, our newly acquired general. Definitely a whole lot of, like, a nice little formation right here. You can see the U, essentially. Just a U formation to keep back an entire massive zombie horde. Just throw a vortex in here right now. Just do it. I want to see that. That's what I want to see right now, is the vortex right here. Oh, that's my camera mod. Wasn't actually going to use it anymore because it sometimes bugs out a little bit with these massive fights where instead of just animation lag, it becomes kind of this weird... It's not frame lag, but it's kind of a different kind of lag. I don't know how to explain it, really. But... yeah, it's weird, but it doesn't seem to be too bad right now. It was pretty bad when the units were moving towards the zombies, but it seems pretty smooth now, so it's okay. There must be... no, there's no extra units over here. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, there must be. So there's extra 7 units? 8, 9? Okay, that's almost half the... well, that's not true. Almost half the army. That's a lie. Still a decent amount of units, though. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch back here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it is about half the army that's still not engaged yet. God, when are they going to get married? Alright, let me just have a quick look if any one of them died yet. 60. 60. I just want to see if there's a dead body I can find. There's 2 of them apparently around here. Let's look for some Cairn Wraith bodies, shall we? Or scythes. I imagine there's just going to be a scythe on the floor. And no, like, nothing dead to actually see. I need to witness one die, because it's going to be very difficult to look for a scythe here, I imagine. I don't know. Let's just look at this unit for a little bit. I mean, to be honest, that's what we're doing in this series, isn't it? We're just looking at units, killing other units. Killing really shitty units. Oh, nope. I thought I saw one fall there, but it was just another massive leap attack that was going on. Yeah, oh, what's this? That's another buff or debuff. No idea. I really don't know many of the spells yet, so I don't actually know. I want to see one die. I don't know what happens when they die. There's a good chance I've already caught one on camera. I just didn't realize it. I'm just like looking at all the units essentially. Oh, what's this? Nope, another buff it looks like, or debuff. One of the two. Oh, that guy... no, he just like did 2 backflips or something. It was pretty impressive, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. What I think I will start doing... oh, is this unit starting to crumble here? Hold on. Is that true? Are you crumbling? No, not at all. It's the enemy unit. In fact, I think it's full on dying. No, they were just running. No, I do... yep, there you go. That unit's gone. Okay, so this is different. We don't usually see this. I think the general's right there. No, that's a plant. I've made mistakes like that before. What we're seeing here, I was going to say, is that there's actually units full on dying before the general has died, or before the massive fight has finished yet. Usually we don't see that very often. Usually it's like a massive fall right at the end of all the units that remain. But right now we're actually seeing some units already dying by themselves. A nice side charge here with their, I think it's like 8 charge bonus or some really crappy number like that. Might be 14, but it's not very high anyway. Still can't find a dead Cairn Wraith. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, but I'm sure you guys will tell me... oh, they're starting to fall, this unit right here. I saw a bunch of guys drop dead without anyone attacking them. Maybe not. Could have sworn I saw that. Looks like some of the zombie reserves are being pulled in as well now. Well, maybe they're not dying yet. Could have sworn I saw a few guys die over here. Oh, that guy. Yep, they're dying. There you go. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them just going. Oh, I love this. This is so fun to watch. Just zombies dropping dead. I think maybe there was 2 units in here and one of them died and the other one didn't. This unit looks like it's still pretty good to go right here. Although I can't imagine they're going to last much longer. They're being completely engulfed now. It's going the other way around. It looks like Heinrich Kemmler is right at the edge there. Come on, just die, zombie unit. I want to see all the units fall over again. It doesn't get old. It's so funny. How they just sort of jump into the air and die. Yeah, this unit's completely engulfed. There's still like plenty. I mean, you can see all that over there. There's so many units left. Oh, here we go, here we go. They all just jump when they die. It's great. Okay, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Some zombies coming from behind. Oh god, oh my god, there's still so many. I think these might be the ones that went over here and just went all the way around. So unit back here still. Okay, I think it's time to start triple speeding. There's a lot of dead zombies around here. Hold on, this might be the time to actually look for a dead Cairn Wraith body. Again, I don't think there's going to be an actual body. And it's going to be very difficult to spot a scythe in all this, I think. A lot of dead guys. There's Heinrich Kemmler again. Just doing his thing, cheering on his own Cairn Wraiths, I guess. He doesn't really seem to be doing much else than that. Yeah, not going to find anything. It's probably time to start triple speeding this a little bit, because there are so many units in reserves yet. This is what I was saying, is that I think they will eventually do it, but it's going to take a long, long time. Because it's essentially just a grind, because this unit isn't that good at killing things, but it's very good at staying alive. And I guess because there's 60 of them, they will eventually do it. Like I said, it's going to be very similar to the... I think they cleared up another unit there. It's going to be very similar to the Slayers, except the Slayers had a lot more killing power. They may have died a little faster than these guys did. But they killed them so fast, like much faster, that it didn't really matter, because they just killed them too fast for them to lose many units. I think the Slayers did lose a fair amount, but not like nothing to worry about. They still have plenty of men left after it, I believe. Can't really remember. This unit's gonna start dying any moment now. Yep, there you go. They are very good at picking off like one unit at a time here. Ooh, this is something completely engulfed over here. Definitely gonna see some deaths here, I imagine, from the Cairn race. Although at this triple speed rate, I don't know if we're going to be able to catch any of them, to be honest. Buff going off there, or a debuff. I still don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's some kind of thing that's happening. Oh, I think I saw one. Did it just go into, like, explode into thin air? Is that what happened? I saw something happen there that I haven't seen yet. I think it just sort of, like, evaporated. Which makes sense. That's... Oh, there you go. There went another one, I think. I would assume that that's sort of what happens, because, like, what else, right? I guess their scythe doesn't really fall on the floor as well, and I thought just because their scythe is like a physical object. Oh god, are they just... so many of them all of a sudden. I think the scythe is like a physical object, whereas the actual... Oh, whoa, was that it? What the fuck happened? That was quick all of a sudden. I was triple speeding because I thought it was going to take so much longer. Wait, what the fuck happened here? There's a fucking skeleton warrior unit in here as well. I guess Heinrich Kemmler used his, one of his abilities? I didn't realize he had that one. Well, that changed the challenge a little bit. There's an actual physical unit in here. Anyway, as I was saying while we end the battle, is that I thought the scythe is a physical object, whereas the actual unit, of course, is like an ethereal spirit. But anyway, 18 losses. Generally the kills. We don't get to see how many that skeleton warrior killed. I didn't see them until the end there, so I don't imagine it was there for very long. But... oh wow, 584. One of the units went fucking ham, which is why some of the other ones are 216 or, well, yeah, 200s. Like, I guess he just stole everything. It's pretty crazy. He also took the most losses, as I'm burping my way out here. Heinrich Kemmler got 1 kill, not very impressive. With his vortex spell, I guess it just did a whole bunch of health damage, but it didn't really kill much. Anyway, those were the Cairn race. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, probably going to do another one of the many things that you guys suggested. Please feel free to leave more suggestions though, and I'll keep this series going. So until then, have a good day and goodbye.